Welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Command, the tournament, Goblins versus Orcs. We are now on round 8. That is the correct number. I tried fixing my previous videos. Before we begin, there are a couple things that I have forgotten or mistakes have been made. I'm not sure if I explained this in the previous video. But thanks to Spida for pointing this out. When this was at 21, I had forgotten about, where is it? The Orc Drudge. When we lost him, this should have been down at 20. So then when we lost the Druid, it went down to 17. So that's why it was at 17. Second thing, when the cleric was drawn, I forgot to draw an order card. So let's go ahead and do that for them right now. Let me put that back in the discard pile. Okay. Stupid flash. Let's see. Overseer's Whip. Inspire Wisdom, level 3, standard. Attach this card to a creature. Add 2 to the speed of each creature you control. Okay. And let's see. I think that's the end of mistakes. Probably not, but we'll continue. So, as part of the beginning of the Goblin's turn, we're going to untap. Alright, and draw an order card. Level 1, Intelligence. Mirror Image, standard. Remove this card to prevent all damage to this creature from one source. I think I already have an idea who I want to attach that to. Alright. See, starts to focus. Alright, so our plan of action for this round, our soldier is going to move back one, kind of do a little spinning slice, yeah, and attack the chieftain. Now, the soldier does 20 damage. Chieftain currently has 30 hit points left. So he's like, yeah, we've got enough guys on him. We can survive that attack. So he's gonna go ahead and take the 20 hit points of damage. Then we're gonna teach this little shit. Right. But I'm not gonna let that go. I'm gonna make sure we take him down. If I can get him off my finger. So the sorcerer's going to come down, and he's going to do his ranged attack. 20 damage, up to 10. 6. But, instead of dying, the chieftain ain't going to take that. Chieftain is going to use Deflect. Prevent 30 damage to this creature from one source. So he has just pretty much put up his... He made the sorcerer talk to the hand. No damage to the chieftain there. So the sorcerer is like, oh yeah, well, you're gonna do that, huh? I got something for you. That's right, we have another death sentence. And the whole point of moving right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is to have the soldier attack again. Oh yeah, right. He used an immediately tap creatures once you use it. So, dealing out an additional 20 damage that he cannot prevent, and I don't think he has any other cards that help. Nobody else is attached to, adjacent to the soldier. So that's not really going to help. con. Werebore has con. He could make the Werebore immediately attack the Sorcerer. But the Werebore's at full health, so I don't think he wants to sacrifice the Werebore. So, sadly, the Orc Chieftain is going to die. So he snuffs it for 5 morale. Okay. And he goes into the discard. Move these over. Alright. Alright. So, Soldier moved. Sorcerer moved. Now we're onto our cutter. Number 1. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Since I had more than one cutter, I'm using these little markers. Alright, the cutter is going to do 10 damage to the Werebore. Oh yeah, we can go ahead and remove his figure. And we are going to move him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's his movement speed. See? 8. And then he's going to do 20 damage to the archer, which I'm not going to bother putting on there, because that kills him. So the orcs suffer a second loss. Another 2. 1, 2. Oops, so you can see. And then you gotta give those sound effects to you guys. Try to get a little cinematic. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm not gonna go all that weird. So we got the Goblin Cutter and the Wolf Rider, which leaves us with one more cutter, and he's gonna move in. 1, 2, 3, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that'll work perfectly. Alright, so the cutter moves in there. Okay, so back to the sequence of play. Activate, deploy, increase leadership by 1, place new creatures. 14. And we have, let's see, 6, we have 12. So let us look here. We got the Troll, that's not 2 or below. Horned Devil, I would really like to get him in. Hobgoblin Soldier, he's not 2, not 2. Wolf. The Wolf is 2. So let's get him out. I'm just going to go ahead and untap these. In fact, because of my small table, I might actually just not untap these and just try to remember who is gone. Keyword, try. Alright, so Wolf is down. We'll put him up here. Alright. And I think that is all for the goblins. The sound you might be hearing now is our lawn maintenance outside. So, alright, so that's the end of the goblin's turn. Now we're gonna do the orcs. Hold on. We'll actually come back when they're done. And we're back. Sorry about that interruption. Okay, it's not looking good for the orcs. They got 2 guys left, 10 morale. Goblins got 6 guys, 12 morale. So things have switched up a bit. So first off, oh right, I almost forgot. Draw an order card. Defiant Stance. It's an immediate. Level 2, prevent 20 damage to this creature from one source, gain 1 morale. Well, that might come in handy, actually. Alright, first thing they're going to do is they're going to move their cleric. And I just did the autofocus thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to deal 30 damage. 1, 2. Oh, damn. So he's actually. We'll take 2 of these off. Put a 50. Alright, so he is at 20 hit points left. So is our soldier. So we got 2 wounded combatants. And we are going to take the werebore and attack the sorcerer. It's like that sorcerer on his magic circle is not good for us. Oh yeah, speaking of not good for us, I'm tapping him to prevent 10 damage because of the sorcerer's ability. Tap to prevent 10 damage. So that was a little knock still. Alright, next. So werebore, right. 30 damage. Well, tapping the sorcerer is not going to be much help, because he only has 10 hit points left, and taking 20 damage would kill him. So we are going to do a thing called grovel. And yes, it's in the rules. Grovel basically prevents all damage at the cost of 1 morale for every 10 damage that he would have taken. So he would have taken 30, so that's a cost of 3 morale, which incidentally enough is what his level anyway, so 1, 2, 3. And he is not tapped. So that's always a good thing. If you need to grovel and you have the morale to spare, do it. Gotta keep all the damage you can. Alright, so the orcs can't really do much else after that. So we go on to the deploy phase. 18. Reduced down to 9 levels. He now has 9 levels of creatures he can bring out. And what do you know? He does. First one he's going to bring out is the Ogre. 100 hit points, 50 damage. When you deploy this creature, gain 1 morale. Okay, so now they're back in the lead. And the Ogre is this big guy. I'm going to put him up here. Alright. And the only other one he can afford is the Orc Barbarian. 60 hit points. Level 3, 20 damage. Whenever an adjacent enemy creature is destroyed, untap this creature. So he's the guy with the big axe. Put him down here. And then we gotta refresh the creature pile. So now a boar and an orc archer. Okay. So now the orcs have got some tough opponents back on the field. And I keep hitting the dang autofocus. I don't know how I'm doing that. So, that's going to be the end of this round. And let's hope the goblins can push forward. Until next time.